Hello everyone. So this video is if you're about to submit an assignment for the first time and you want to make sure you do it in the right format, or just if you need any guidance on that. So the first thing we're going to do is go over to classes. We are back with Jane Smith, and Jane Smith is in the small animal overview class, and we're going to click on that. And you've seen this before if you watched the basic navigation video, which is also available on this page. On the left gray bar, you're going to see a tab called Assignments. I want you to click on it. And you're going to see all of your marks for all of the quizzes so far. Normally these would be green and unlocked because you will have finished them already. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you how to submit assignments. So at the very bottom, you'll see one called Final Exam Part 2 Essays. I want you to click on that one. And you'll see that you only have to answer 3 of the questions with 500 words or less. It's not timed, so you can pause and resume it at any time, but you have to press submit at the end or else none of your answers are counted. You have a minimum score requirement of 90%, and you do have 2 attempts to do this. So there's actually 4 questions for this one, and you only have to answer 3. So what I've done is, this is my desktop, and you'll see that I have example answer 1, example answer 3, and example answer 4. So I, in this case, chose not to answer question 2. But the good part about these essay part of the exam is that you can look at the questions, go back, think about it, write it, edit it, take your time, and then go back and submit your answers. So when you're ready to actually submit your answers, you'll see this teal button that says Take Quiz. You press it, and you are going to actually get to see the questions, which is the good part. So for number 1, I did have an answer for this one, and there's 2 ways of doing it. And I'm just going to make this a little smaller just so you can see my bars on the side here. So there are 2 options. One, you can submit it as an attachment, and if I want to do that for this one, I can just drag this over here. I can also click and select it if I'd rather do that, and I can show you that as well. Click to browse, and I like to save them on my desktop because it's the fastest way for me to find it. Make sure that I select the correct answer for the right question, so I'm not selecting number 3 for number 1 because then the answer will be with the wrong question. Press enter and it will load into there. So that is my submission for question 1. Then I have to press continue. Question 2, I decided not to answer because I have 3 and 4 done, so I'm going to press continue. This is question 3. For this one, I'm going to show you the other way to submit it. In this case, we're going to open the document itself, and this might take a minute. There we go. So I made an imaginary example answer, and this is for question 3. It says use of terminology in the question to make the link, insert brilliant answer here, text, 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 text. Make sure that it is under 500 words, and all I'm going to do, if you're on a PC, you press Control A to select all of the text. If you're on a Mac, you press Command A to select all of it. And if you don't want to select the title, which is question 3, you can just click and highlight, copy the text, which you can either do with Control C or Command C on a Mac, or right click and press copy. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go back, make sure I'm inside the box, and just paste it. And hopefully this will work. For the purposes of the example, let's see. I'm going to right click and press copy, and then we're going to right click. Interesting. Okay, copy and paste does not work in this case. So when I've already written it, all I'm going to do is actually look. Oh, now it's frozen. Nope, there we go. Okay. In this case, you will actually have to type it. So if you don't want to take the time to type it all out because it is harder to format in this case to make, paragraphs look nicer and space everything nicely, you can just add the attachment. But good to know that you can't copy and paste because I actually thought that you could. So once I've done that, I'm going to add answer 3 for this one. press continue and answer 4 for that one. Oops, that is not what I want to do. And we're going to add answer 4. So then when you press continue on the last question, it's going to take you to the end of the quiz. And it's going to show you what you submitted. So question 1, I have file and example answer 1, example answer 3 for question 3, and example answer 4. Good to check, make sure you name them based on the question so you know you submitted the right one. You can edit any of your responses at this time. If you're finished, you have to press finish or your answers are not submitted. So there you can see that I've submitted my answers, and now I'm waiting for it to be graded. Now obviously this would usually take you more time than 3 minutes and 42 seconds, but if you look at the questions and then leave the quiz, take the time to write them and then go back and submit them, it may not be much longer than this, but that is how you submit. And then when they have been graded, you will get comments in this area down here. And because it's normally me that grades these, I would have to then log into my account and make my comments, grade the answers, and then you will get a grade submission. Because this is the end of the class, if you get over 90%, you will get a notification saying congratulations, you completed the class, and you will get a certificate with that. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to print certificates that you have completed. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me at jessie@tallgrasscanada.com. That is JESSE@tallgrasscanada.com. Enjoy the rest of your day.